in the game to see the boxing voice.
Boxing Voice here with trainer of Adam Lopez, two-time world champion Carlos Famoso Hernández. Carlos, you got a big fight coming up this week, going on Showtime, his first debut on Showtime. So coming into this, what do you think of the fight? What do you think of the opponent? What do you think of Adam's rise as far as being on the main event, like the way he is this coming week?
Well, first, we're very excited. We train very hard for this fight, just like every fight, but obviously we have to prepare for the fighter, for the opponent. And I think Adam has done a great job in this training camp to prepare himself for a victory this coming Showtime card.
He's taking on some tough opponents, but how do you rate this one? Because he seems like maybe he doesn't have the speed or the power, but he's a grinder. He's one of those guys that seems to go out into the fights and win off grit and determination and stamina.
Yeah, that could take you far away. I mean, a long way. You don't have to be that fighter that has the best movements, the best agility, but if you have that heart, I mean, that's going to take you far, and this is what this guy brings. But not only that, the guy's 16-0 with 10 knockouts, so it tells me that the guy has some pop in his punch. So we have to be careful of that and work off countering.
And as far as the ladder, moving a fighter up at certain times, do you think this is the right time, seeing that last year he was signed, debuting around this time, and now here he is on a showcase where you want to go for the major world titles this year or next year?
Absolutely. We're ready to, I would think we would be ready by the end of this year or early next year. I would say by the end of this year, we're ready. The thing is, a lot of times some fighters wait too long that their time passes or something like that. There's the business, and you're held back. You can't get that shot. I think Adam, if he's ranked, which he is, but if he's able to win here, I know he's going to get higher up there in the rankings, and he's here to prove a point, and that's to be champion of the world.
And you're cut from a different cloth because you come from a different era, which a lot of people say was harder than what we have today. And then with Adam, it seems like he's kind of taking that same path where when you were fighting in your prime, you had to take on the tough fights, as when they were presented to you. Where nowadays fighters are kind of waiting and marinating and picking. But it seems like Adam's on that same path. You kind of see the similarities in as far as career.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that I love about Adam is we'll prepare for anybody, and we want to prove to anybody if the price is right. Talk to us. We can't just fight for peanuts either. This is a business as well as a sport. So if because there's sometimes they say, hey, we offered you a fight, but come on, if you offer me a fight and you're lowballing me, that doesn't make sense. So. In reality, if the price is right and everyone agrees, I mean, we'll fight anybody.
Okay, and again, going on to his main event, how big is this for his first showcase fight on as far as San Antonio boxing, and is for his career being the main event, and going into beginning of the year with a bang like this? How big is this, and what would this do for his career?
No, this is obviously very, very big. It's not just for him, but for me too. I'm excited for him, and I know he's going to come out swinging and winning this fight. That's what we prepared for, and I'll be excited because if he wins, I win, and I want to win.
All right, is this also due to the experience in the California circuit? Because Adam was raised here in San Antonio, but he was also raised in California, where he was born and started his boxing endeavors, and you reigned out of California. So is this kind of where they see the difference of the different regions of the country where you're bringing that flavor?
Yeah, he has that mentality, that Cali mentality, going in there, grinding in there. That's what I like. A lot of fighters here in San Antonio, like Hector Tanajera, he's over there in California, training hard, and I want to thank his dad for letting me use the gym here at Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy, and I'm just happy to train here in San Antonio, but in his academy, and I feel like I have some California in here, and I mean, it's the best boxing in the world. Cali, LA, that's the best boxing in the world. Simple as that, hands down. And if we could bring that kind of mentality and style here to San Antonio, it would be great.
In your eyes, like I said, last year was the start. this year he's the main event. How much has he grown? What's the difference between Adam at this point last year to now?
Of course, it's the confidence. I felt like he was still lacking that confidence. Like nobody really believed in him, and I believed in him. That's why I stuck with him, and I could have just left him at any time. I was like, dang, this guy's not making me any money or anything like that. But it's not just about money. It's about friendship. There's that relationship that we have, and I believe in this kid, and I know he's gonna make big things.
All right, making waves. Any predictions?
All right, we're gonna win. Well, like the great Mr. T says, pain.
Pain. All right. Well, appreciate the time. We'll be out there at the event covering the whole thing, but looking forward to it. Carlos Hernández.
No other sight in the game can see the boxing voice.